welcome. Earlier I had read some Taoist poetry. Had a little bit of time here after the online classes, and so I thought I'd read a little Taoist poetry. These are works by me, so not lucky enough to have the David Hinton. I have the incense a little bit too close to me, as I happen to be a fan of breathing. So I have to shift that. And as with the previous poetry readings, I'm not curating them. I'm not pre-reading. I'm just kind of going through them. In the books, I'm kind of randomly flipping through. Here I'll probably, as I did with the mountainous poetry yesterday or whenever, I just kind of read straight through and through some number of them. So I think I'll probably just start at the top. This is Taoist poetry. This is from my series of Taoish poetry. So the first one is entitled Refraction Reflections. The cosmos once more in a puddle, frozen over, both crackle with source. The cosmos once more in a puddle, frozen over, both crackle with source. This one's inspired by a meditation from my friend and colleague and teacher, Abdi Asadi. So let's move on. This one is not titled, or not yet titled. The moon is lost in deep dark, a squall. The rain relents. A bird calls, night bird. Sleep like the moon, out of view, out of reach. The relenting relents, water through the spring screen door. This next one also untitled or without title. Yeah, the name that can be named and so forth. Smell the roses, but also smell the weeds. Smell the roses, but also feel the thorns. Smell the roses, but also taste the skies. Smell the roses, but also listen in, within. Smell the roses, but also see the soil. And here I have one of those parenthetical Taoist wordplays where it's see, S-E-E, and then parenthetically the letter D. So smell the roses, but also seed the soil. So that can be read to be see or seed, either or both. So much better to have read this with your eyes, not just heard it. The heart is soil, the mind is toil, and lil ego the foil. Also untitled, as is this next one. The lumpy moon is about to be lost, lost to vertical horizon trees, or lost to spring sunwash, whichever first. That's quite interesting because that's quite describing my view of the moon in the maybe west-southwestern sky this morning around 6:45. I was doing a class right about where I am, standing up though, facing the camera, set up about there, doing a teleclass, and as watching the moon where it just looked like a balloon in the very top of the treetop canopies, and the sun had been coming up on this side and losing the view of the moon, just as I would have lost the view of the moon as it fell behind the trees. That was kind of interesting. I don't know when this one was written, but it feels like it was written this morning. The Lumbee Moon is about to be lost to vertical horizon trees, or lost to spring sun wash, whichever first. The next one, also without title. For long, 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 and many days turned to years, minutes and moments turned to tears, I'd been a seeker. Now, though I'm seekless, not meaning simply that I seek less, kindly meaning that I am seekless. I've been seeker, I've been sought, I've been strong and weaker, I've been all thought and meeker. I've been seeker, I've been sought. I'm an inquirer now, such as the path, my path, the path of inquiry. It comes with turns, it's come with turns. I step onward, leg before leg, eye before mind, grace before heart, day before week, and before now. I think I fumbled the reading of that one, but that's all right. This next one, untitled as most of them are, is it's 5 words, so each line is a word: mud, water, spring, flow, and me. Mud, water, spring, flow, and me. And each line has a parenthetical following it with just a couple words, really. So I'll read that and you'll understand that most of it is parenthetical. Mud, water, earth. Water, sky, earth. Spring, winter, persistence. Flow, all, nothing. Me, aware, not there. You won't be able to see it, of course, but I like this, that I have, every once in a while I'll be writing and there'll be an image, a photo that references that scene, so perhaps inspired the poem, perhaps writing it, then I took the picture, something like that. And so I just scrolled, and then, it was text, and then I saw this photo, and I immediately kind of remembered the poem. And it's a picture up into the night sky with the moon. So this one, I'll see if I can give you this. It's just a few lines long, but I'm going to see if I can give you a sense of the title. So this represents this sect of Buddha, the Daofolting, which is in the title. So it's a reference to a sutra. And so anyway, that'll take me a minute to get to a proper pronunciation and translation. So we will call it untitled. I chased the moon tonight. Go figure. Who's to blame? I finger the moon. That references an old Taoist teacher. Here's one this one really resonates for me. It's called The Cave Never Taught Me. bring to mind Plato's cave for people. And this is perhaps a bit of complaining, or it could be read that way. The cave never taught me. The Choctaw never taught me what the Choctaw would have taught me. The Australopithecine never taught me what the Australopithecine would have taught me of. The memories, these memories, our memories, are fading songs in an echoless cave. The listeners have tired, moved on. The choir sang, regardless, for a time, and in time the silence overcame the joys of recalling, and the calling out was no longer met with the response. The ochre greened over, the iron dust fell from frost and puddled dryly on the floor. Summer winds, hot and desiccating, soon scoured the walls and ushered out the swirling cinnamon sand. The drums beat to mineral-rich cave dew on occasion, a sometime rain that formed cones. They stretched with weatherings, sometimes taut, sometimes loose. Their stories lost, nothing taught. In time, their skins followed their long-lost bones into the buried, burned, and carved, now broken, empty bones home. The silent, tumulting earth, the cold overlay of the singeing beneath. The singing stalled. The echoes bounced for a time from voice to ear to wall, to child, to wall, to stone, to dust. The stars never taught me what the stars might then have taught me. The dreams and dancings, the tremulous and then credulous tremolos, the inspirations of ululations, the song stories of peoples, of healings, of wilds, of ways, now silent. The silence in this echoless cave is the most wanting, most missing sound I've ever heard. The cave never taught me, the music never taught me, the drum never taught me, the dance never taught me, the cave never taught me. The fire is out, the embers lost, the handprint remains on a wet wall in a dim corner in an out-of-the-way scree-field crevasse, just past the Cree-field impasse. The teachers are gone, the ancestors quiet. The cave never taught me, the silence may yet. We'll follow that with a brief, nameless, unnamed, untitled piece. The snow covers over everything save for those distant memories of spring. There's a lot of these, but I will not be reading every single one to you, at least today. And I'm noticing that the incense is burned quite low, so I'm expecting that may be our timer. But of course, you're excused any old time. I wouldn't know if you left. You may have left. This one has a title. It's called Winter Bamboo. Did I plant bamboo for the green? Did I plant bamboo for the white? When snow suggests that it lean, its tippy tops aren't at heavenward height, but rather curled and frozen somewhere between the snow clouds and snow drifts. These icically moments of serene are not only moments, but rites, snow gifts. So green or white or green, it's bendy kung fu, serenes this milieu. Every once in a while I try a rhyme. And just as often I think I should do that. There's another snow one. This is entitled There's a Buddha in There Somewhere. And in the word there, T-H-E-R-E, I have capitalized the H and left in lowercase the T, so that it could be read as there's a Buddha in here somewhere. And it could be read there's a Buddha in there somewhere, which is rather the point when we proceed on. There's a Buddha in there somewhere. The snow's drifting, my mind's drifting. 5-foot bamboo now stands at 2, under blizzard's remains, measuring maybe 3. Here in the bamboo garden, bowed but unbowed by winter's weight, the evergreen kisses its own feet. The earth altar receives prostrations. There's a Buddha in there somewhere. The snow, oh so pure, so white, so tailored to fit every nook, every fold, the entirety of entirety. The snow, though white, how soon after tinged by grime and trodden black. My mind, oh so sure, so right, so failured. Dimwit, every nook, every fold, the entirety of entire me. The entire me of entirety. There's a Buddha in there somewhere. Some people may recognize a little homage to Robert Frost in that Frost-bound poem. Looks like room for just a couple more, maybe only one more. This one is called 108 Meditation number 134. I have a bunch of 1 minute, 8 second video meditations without voice, sort of nature scenes. But I'll often write poems with them when I post them. So this was number 134 out of however many. 108 Meditation number 134. I'm seeing water, I'm seeing sky. I'm seeing water, I'm seeing tree. I'm seeing water, I'm seeing cloud. I'm seeing water, I'm seeing ice. I'm seeing water, I'm seeing snow. I'm seeing water, I'm seeing waters. The sky is blue and sings the tune of waters, of seas. The tree is greenless now, but is itself an upright river. Xylem contributes its tributaries, branching up and outward, embracing the sky, feeding the green. The cloud is fluffy, water, illiquid droplets, covening in a softest way. I guess convening in a softest way. Not very witchy, that cloud. The ice is clear, it is white. Blues, togging a change of clothes, raiment, anything to break the blues so often worn. A broken habilitate the ice is, it is crackable water. The snow is water piling up, mounding, a drift water, a change from those flowing waters so often culpable of setting boats adrift. The snow is water that seeks a new level, water that seeks a view. I am seeing water, the incomprehensible, incompressible, the irreplaceable, displaceable. I'm seeing water. I'm seeing a bird's nest. I'm imagining a birdling coming to wake to the world and seeing what I see every downy day. Until one too soon day, this chicklet is cajoled or encouraged or pushed out into the deep blue. Its mama looking up, the nestling unnestled looking down, both expectantly, both ripe. And I'm seeing this birdette fully believe as it falls that it was born a fish. What with all the water is always all around. and flap its fledgling fins, expecting all the while to swim. Well, that one I wrote about a bird's nest just over in the beaver-risen pond. There's a tree that's feet and knees are submerged all year. And there's a bird's nest in it, and the tree leans out over the pond a bit. And I imagine that all that chick might ever guess at the world having in store for it is water. I wonder if growing up it might expect to be a fish, not a bird. And so that's a bit of the story of the genesis of that one. But as I read it, I felt like, boy, I think there's an edit in there I need to make. So I'll see if I can do that afterwards and free you from this particular poetic lament. Thank you for joining in.